So device is up. So it took a lot of time, right? And after formatting the hard drive, and now it is showing system is ready. So let's see. Yeah. So kernel has been booted. Let's log in. I will accept our new password. Yeah. So we are inside the vmanage. So while this vmanage was booting, I did turn on all these remaining devices also to save our time. Okay. So when you will be performing the lab, you have to wait. You have to at least give 10 to 15 minutes for this vmanage to boot properly. Okay. So now let's do and these console errors are expected. So you can just console close the SSH access and you can shift to, I mean, that is the telnet access, when you double click on it. So if you right click on it, I have also added secondary console. So you can just take the secondary console, which will help you to get rid of those console messages and do your configuration. Okay. So let's get inside the config terminal so that we can do the basic configuration, assign the system IP, site ID, host name, organization name, and do the configuration on the interface. Okay. So let's type system. So first we will be setting the host name. So Ngcloudx manager, right? Then system IP. So as per the topology. So when I'm recording this lecture, I'm using a topology where system IP addresses might change from your actual topologies. Okay, so you have to take reference of your actual topology, whatever you see on screen, and accordingly you have to do the configuration. Okay, so do not just blindly follow me and do whatever is I'm doing. You have to just take reference from your actual topology, which is configured in your lab. Okay. So I will be using this system IP 100.10.1.1 and interface IP is this. So my system IP is 100.10.1.1. My site ID is 100. Organization name. Okay. I will be setting my time zone, Asia, Kolkata. So you have to set this only because these servers are placed in India. My VBond is going to be uh, placed here only. So the IP is 192.168.100.12. In your case, it might change. So configure the IPs correctly as per the topology. Dot 12. Okay. Then you can do commit. So these are the system configurations which we need to do. Now we need to get inside VPN 0. So VPN 0 is my transport VPN, right? So let me do the configuration. So inside VPN 0, I will be attaching my ETH0 interface. So I'll configure the IP address on that. So I'm inside ETH0 IP address. So my IP address is 100.11/24. So this IP, you have to configure it as per your topology. Okay. Do not overlap the IP with my IPs. Then kernel interface, allow service all, allow service SSHD, allow service net config. Okay. Allow service HTTPS. Then we have to do no shut. Okay. So we have to type exit and then we have to do no shut. Okay. And do exit, and now just enter the route. So I have to add the default route so that I can get internet reachability, because these are cloud controllers which we are building. So they should have internet reachability, right? So the concept is that controllers are hosted on the cloud, either on Cisco cloud or the ASP cloud, right? And your edge devices are going on the site, and they will be using internet as an underlay to get connected. So this is what we are building. So enter, you can provide DNS. So I'll be using 1.1.1, right? Uh, Exit and do commit. So let's verify the ping. So first try to ping the gateway. So gateway is reachable. Now let's try to ping 8.8.8, reachable. Now let's try to ping Google. So DNS is also working. Good. Now, if IP has been configured, right? So we can verify that also. Show running config. So you will be able to see the VPN 0 configuration, and this IP has been configured. So from your machine, from your RDP machine, you can ping this IP. So ping 192.168.100.11. We are getting the ping, right? So if you are getting the ping, you can try to access the web UI of that 192.168.100.11. So normally it takes time. Okay, it won't be like that. You'll get the GUI access all of a sudden. It takes time. So services, they takes time to come up, and we manage. So right now I've just done your configuration. Okay, you have to wait for like next to 5 to 10 minutes, and then your GUI will open here. Okay, so this will come up after some time, because ping is up. Uh, then it is starting the management plane, right? And it is starting the web server. So it takes time. Okay. So meanwhile, GUI will come up. Let's configure the vBond, right? So basic CLI configuration for vBond. So log in into the vBond. So username password is admin. Let's change it to admin123A capital. Okay. So config terminal, system, hostname, Ngcloudx validator. Okay. System IP. So 100.10.1.2. Site ID 100. Then organization name, Ngcloudx. Okay. This organization name should be same on all the devices. Time zone, Asia, Kolkata, and vBond. So you have to tell this vBond also that your vBond is this. Okay. You have to enter that IP. And the only difference will be like we will be placing local keyword. Let's do commit, exit. Now let's configure the VPN 0 for this also. So VPN 0, interface, hit 0, IP address 192.168.100.12/24, channel interface, allow service all, allow service SSHD, allow service net config. Okay, exit. no shut, exit your IP route. So default route you have to enter the next hop IP. Okay, looks good to me. Let's do commit. Okay, so we have to configure the uh, encapsulation, right? When we are doing the tunnel interface configuration, we have to do the encapsulation. Right now, it will not accept that, right? So, because it is showing that you have VPN 0 interface configured, but there is no encapsulation configured, right? So, what exactly this error is, if I'll go inside VPN 0, right, and if I'll go to interface with 0, right, and if I'll just enter turn on interface, and if I'll try to enter encapsulation, right, and here I have to provide this IPsec, okay, that this IPsec encapsulation I will be using, because this VPN 0 is nothing but IPsec tunnel only, which will be used for controlling purposes. Okay, so exit, exit, exit. Now I should be able to commit my changes, and it's done. Okay, so let's try to ping the vmanage 192.168.100.11. Pings are coming, which is good. Try to ping your gateway. Pings are coming. Try to ping 8.8.8. It's working. So vmanage has been configured, and you can see your vmanage GUI is also up. It is not ready or temporarily unavailable. It is expected. It takes time. So wait for some time. So meanwhile, this will come up. Let's configure our, and I can just do one thing. I can just rename these devices as per the new terms, right? So instead of vManager, it should be my Cisco Manager, because this is Catalyst SD-WAN. This vBond is nothing but your validator. And this is going to be the controller. Okay. So this will help us, because vManage, these are old terms now. So it's better that we use the new terms. Yeah. So this is your manager, this is your validator, this is your controller. So let's do the configuration, admin. So change the password, config terminal, system, okay. And first change your host name, Ngcloudx controller, right? System IP. So system IP is going to be 100.10.1.3. Site ID is 100, right? Organization name Ngcloudx. Clock Asia time zone Asia, Kolkata. Okay. VBond 192.168.100.12. Right. And commit the changes. Let's come back and let's do VPN 0 configuration here also. So VPN 0 interface, it's 0. IP address 192.168.100.13/24. Tunnel interface, allow service all, allow service SSH, allow service net config, right? Then I forgot that encapsulation. It will not take it right now. It will take it after onboarding. So exit and do no shut, right? Let me also add the route here. Exit IP route. Yeah, make the changes. It is done. Okay. Let's ping the manager. So just pinging. Ping validator. Pinging. Just good. Ping the gateway. Reachable. Ping internet. Reachable. So this is the basic CLI configuration which you are supposed to do, right? Now let's see here. So this will take another 10 to 15 minutes. So we will wait for this to get stabilized. Okay. And then we will do the GUI based configuration to bring up this entire cloud controller setup. Thanks for watching this video.